Thank you very much for having the time to listen to me and also to share idea. Today my issue is about the strike in Ghana. You see, it was the NPP strategy to make Ghana a bad situation before they left. When they realized that they lost the election, they passed the single spine, and unfortunately, Professor Mills didn't want to bother them and went ahead and implement the law that they passed. Now, let's come to this point. There are some doctors and some people in Ghana who now goes around and tell people that if the government doesn't pay them, they will pick their certificates and they will come to America, Europe to go and work. And that there will be no doctors or no teachers to teach and also to give care to patients. If you are Ghanaian and you are listening to me today, I am telling you the truth. And it is enough for people to be saying what they don't know. For you, as a Ghanaian, to be able to teach, if you're a professor in a university in Legon or Tech or Kivas or UDS, for you to be able to teach in American university, I will stream down to America. In American university, unless you did your master's in American university, that is the only when you have the right to come here and to teach. If you did your first degree in Ghana, your second degree in Ghana, your PhD in Ghana, sorry, you can't come to this country and teach. Not even kindergarten. And the funny thing is that before you even teach kindergarten, you have to go and write certificate examination, teacher certificate examination. So you who sit in Ghana and speak on radio and television and you brag that you can go to America and go and teach, or go and look, let me leave the doctors aside. Let me handle the teachers first. There is no way, and listen to me again, there is no way you as a Ghanaian can come to America and with your PhD, fully 100% attended school in Ghana, to come to America to teach in any school. Even in the primary school that you can teach, you have to still go and sit for certificate examination. In Texas, we take no nonsense. If you're not educated in Texas, you cannot do anything in Texas as a professional teacher or a doctor. For you to be even come to Texas to teach, if you hold a certificate in, say, New York or Pennsylvania or California or anything, to teach in Texas, you need to have Texas teacher certificate examination. You have to hold that certificate before you can teach in any classroom. And secondly, you need to do Texas government. Even if you hold PhD and you want to teach in Texas, you need to hold Texas government. And before you will be able to teach, you have to go to a community college or a university. Even though you are a university professor, you can be teaching and still study what we call Texas government. So you those who sit in Ghana and keep saying you can take your certificate and come to America and teach, welcome. You come, we are waiting for you. I'm not saying America is heaven. Some of you who have been claiming those things, America is not heaven. And there's no free gifts on the road. Here, if you don't work, you don't get paid. It's as simple as that. If you go to work and they said, you're supposed to work for 8 hours and you work 4 hours, they said the work is finished, so everyone should go home. You will not be paid the remaining 4 hours. Let me speak my Ghana English here. You won't be paid the remaining 4 hours. This is America and you are welcome here. You think when they tell you are welcome to America at the airport, they are joking? They are not joking. Everything is what you work for. As the Bible says, the hands that does not work should not eat. It is the same. That this is the place that it applies. It's not Ghana where teacher go on strike for a whole month or a whole week or a whole day and they still get paid. Come here and do that and see what will happen to you. Come here. We are waiting for you. Come. And don't work one day and see if your pay will come. And that you got the knack to the point that your pay is being paid, but that the allowance has not been paid. And they have not said they won't pay your allowance. I understand you want your money. But the question is, if the person who has to pay you says he doesn't have the money, what can you do? If you think you have anything to do, quit the job. Why not? If you have a means, I'm so tired of these people. If you think you have the quality and the profession to live your own life, quit the teaching. Still simple. We're tired of these people. Quit the job. Quit the job. If you cannot quit, and it is just your allowance, not even your main pay, where on the planet Earth that you can go on strike on your allowance instead of your pay? And it's because the government has been lenient to you, these people. Can you come to America and tell the American government that your allowance is not paid, and so you are going on strike? The way the state teaching board fired you long time ago, they would have fired you long time ago. You are even joking. Now let's go to the doctors. This is the third time I've heard somebody in Ghana claiming that he can come to America, sit examination, and then practice as a doctor. I say that is a lie. Hear me. It is a lie. There is no way any Ghanaian trained doctor can ever practice in the United States of America, and especially in Texas. You can never practice as a medical doctor right away from Ghana. What you can do is, listen to me. What you can do is that you will sit for an exams. Sometimes they will ask you to take as a minimum of 6 classes, which is 18 credit hours. Then they will let you to sit for the Texas State board exams. When you pass the board exams, that is when you go for 3 years residency training. Listen, you are not a doctor. Even the American trained doctors, if they fail the 3 years residency training, nurse is even important person in the health sector than that person who failed his exams. Okay? Don't deceive Ghanaians. If you fail your residency exams during the process of training and taking exams, and if you fail your final exams, you will never practice as a doctor. Forget it, my brother. There's no way any Ghanaian can fly from Ghana to the United States of America and become a doctor. You will not. You won't take any board exams and right away you become a doctor. I know some of them, they are at UNT right now, taking courses in order for them to be able to even pass first. Then you'll be given the chance to even register to write the residency exams. When you write it and you pass, then you go to the residency training. And that one, you are even to go and search for the hospital which is going to accept you to be trained to become a professional doctor. Listen, it is not the fact that even when you are trained in the US, it is your responsibility to go and look for a hospital which will accept you to do your residency. It is not on silver platter like the way it is in Ghana. The moment you go to Tech or Lagos or UDS and it is time for your residency, you are spread around to hospitals to be trained. It's not like that, my brother. You have to go for interview. It's not like I'm saying, I will let my friend who is a doctor tell you this. You have to go for interviews. And one of the hospitals will look at your profile and your academic performances. Then they will consider picking you to do your residency. My brother, it is not butter and bread. You will not come to America and just become a doctor. Let us not deceive Ghanaians. And therefore, anytime somebody wants some strike or to pursue their political views, they claim that I can even go to America and get a job over there. You are lying. You won't get a job here. Hear from me. You won't get a job here. You have to go through a process. And by the time that 4 years ends, you will see the difference between Africa and America. We are not joking here. It's not like you go to a car dealer and pick my Lincoln 2013 and I drive it away. It's not like that. To work as a medical doctor or a teacher, a professional teacher, it's not like that. It's not like picking a brand new car from a dealership. Bros. Masa, and easy. It is, if you are in Ghana and you think you can deceive those who have never traveled before, deceive them there. But don't cross the line and try to deceive some of us here. Come. If you think the life is easy, come. Somebody has spent 15 years somewhere. He hasn't got papers. And we shall see which green card you are going to use to even apply for that job. And we shall see how you pay that school fees. And the reason why the people, especially the doctors and the teachers, has taken the government to ransom is that you don't work and you want to be paid. If I'm the leader, the payroll officer, most of you have been fired long time. And the president should listen to me and take the rod and whip some of you. If I'm the leader of Ghana, it's simple. Some of you work or you choose not to work. Simple. If you don't work, as the law says that an essential worker cannot be on strike. And even at this point, it is not your pay which is not being paid to you. It is allowance, which means that you can still get your pay and make a living whilst they try to make the money available to you. And so since it is not even your main pay, you have no legal means to be on strike. And one, like here in Texas or in the States, it is the hospital that determines how much they will pay you. You want to finish your medical school, you are not on any artificial payroll, boss. Like the way in Ghana, you automatically roll on the payroll, even though I know the pay is small. Please, I'm not the one who set the pay for you, and I'm not the one who asked you to accept that pay. Pick your certificate and go anywhere you want. We are tired. Pick your certificate, leave the country like as some of us did, and go and stay where you want and drive what you want. And then ask the people, like the way I apply for a job, they ask me, having an MBA finance, I'm overqualified. Come here. Even though you are ready to accept the $50,000, they say you are overqualified. They should allow you to say, accept 50,000. 2 years time, a management position comes, and you are the one who has the MBA. You overtake him, and then you get a job. Now you'll be paying $100,000. Is that what they think they are fools? Eh? That person has worked like 15 years in the system, and then you just go to school straight away and then become a manager over him. No, you overpaid. They tell you you're overqualified. Okay? They are not joking. So if you think the pay is small, fine. Just leave. Nobody's asking you to stay. Just leave. Has somebody forced you to stay in Ghana? No. Even though we need people to stay back, some of you are making good. You are doing well. I don't see why you want to leave. If you think America is good for you or Europe is good for you, boss, get a visa, leave. Has the government forced anybody to stay around? No. More than 40% of Ghanaians are not working. Leave so that somebody will get a job. Leave. And I know some people will insult me. I don't care. Your insult is nothing. After all, your insult will not feed me. It will not do me anything. The fact is what I'm telling you. If you think your pay is small, And if you think your job is not deserving, I know some people are working under horrible conditions. I pity for you. And I wish that would be the basis of a strike. That the government should provide the right tools to do operation. The government should provide air conditioning in the maternity halls so that people can be under no pressure to do surgery and to deliver. But those things are not pressed off by people who always come with their nonsense pay and allowances. Somebody even go to work, and then when they meet for a meeting, he want to be paid allowance. What the fuck are you talking about? When you go to work, and the same job you are there to work for 8 hours, a meeting is organized, and you want allowance. Boss, are you not paid for the 8 hours duration that you are supposed to work in at the work? Are you not being paid? So why do you want us to pay you extra? Are you crazy? But that's what goes on in Ghana. Somebody comes to work, and within the 8 hours, there's a meeting organized. That person wants to be paid extra. Come here. Come and do that. Like in Ago, Tuesday you have to go to a meeting, and then Friday you have to go to a meeting. Then tell the manager that he should pay you for the meeting you are coming. Even when the meeting is taken to a hotel, a conference center, not even gas allowance will be given to you. Nothing. It is still the period at the time that you're supposed to work. So far as it's in the period. And before you sign a contract, they tell you if you can work on the weekends without pay. You say yes. So when the meeting is organized on Saturday, you will say you have to be paid. Please, welcome to America. And I even ask the government, before they hire you, some of you people to teach and to become doctors and nurses and so-called pharmacists, please, you should be sent to this place for training. So that when you go back home, you sit at the office and begin to do better for Mother Ghana. I ask the government now to enroll every doctor and nurse under the military or the police. If you don't want it, you can leave. Now that you are under military or police payroll, you can choose not to come to come and work. And let's see. The government should face off the GMA out of the system. And anybody who wants to become a doctor and practice in Ghana, when you finish your medical school and you get a certificate, you then apply for a job. If you then apply for a job, you can only apply through the military or through the police and get training before you become a doctor or a teacher. Then we shall see when you go back to your strike. And also, the government should pay the people. It is time. If you cannot choose something, you don't have to bite it. When the US government realized that they cannot pay workers, teachers, and some, even the US Army, guess what they did? They cut down their budget and fire some of them. Simple. If you cannot pay all of them, fire some of them, let them go home and travel abroad. Come and work in the United States and the UK. France, Germany, Austria, Australia, Japan, Bangladesh, Cuba. Let them go anywhere they want and go and work. And the few people share the responsibility among them to do. And make sure you observe them well. And make sure you pay them well. You see? Don't pay a doctor, a new doctor, less than $200 and expect him to be happy to be working a week. That is a week pay. But whatever it is, you accepted to do that kind of job. And you accepted to give your best service to Mother Ghana. We appreciate your job. And we appreciate your effort for Mother Ghana. But it is enough for people to use their position and their knowledge to demand what they cannot get. We are tired. And it is time the government sit up and let the rule work. If you don't work, you don't get paid. The Bible says it. And all of you have been going to church. You knows it. The hands that does not work should not eat. It works in America. The American majority want to come. If you don't work, you don't get paid. If you go to work and you go on conference or any special meeting, you don't get paid because it's within your 8 hours, boss. You won't get paid. In Ghana, you get allowance, and that's why they will take the meeting to different hotels so that it will look like it's outside the workplace. Boss, the president should cancel all those nonsense. We are tired. People going on strike not because of their pay, but because of the allowance and payback. The government has put in place will pay 4 months allowance and pay to each of you. It's time they give you a round figure. The moment they say your pay is 2,000 Ghana every month, it is 2,000 Ghana. They don't care if you went to heaven and you came back to hell and then you came back to Ghana. We don't care. It's 2,000. It's 2,000. The government should cancel the so-called allowance. That is why people connive with people and then they will organize meeting when even there's no need for a meeting. A common email that they could send to people that, hey, we're supposed to do this and that and that. They will never send the email and then they will call everybody to a conference room and then they say it is a meeting. Oh, we're supposed to do this. Who is going to do that? Who's going to do this? This is nonsense. We are tired. We are tired. I'll be coming to Ghana next month is May. May vacation. I'll be in Ghana in this is April. Like less than 6 weeks. I'll be in Ghana and I'll hold a press conference. I don't want nonsense. We are tired. Why should you be paying allowance for within 8 hours that you are working? And now you claim that people should die for that? People should not have the education. Even after all the education, how much you are teaching? How much are you people teaching? Please give us a break. And you can insult me, I don't even care. Come to America, we are waiting for you. Bye-bye. Thank you for hearing me.